Welcome back to the Garcia Center. I am Mr. Eugene, and today we're working on a project with shadow. And for this project, you're going to need, it's grouped together, this larger white paper, a little bit thicker, this black construction paper, and a white piece of white paper that's a little thinner than the base paper. Well, your first thing you want to do is draw your animal. It could be a person too, but I did an animal, I did my cat. For this sample, I'm going to make a dog. I would kind of have a dog pre-drawn on this paper, and just try your best. And when you draw your animal, try to draw it big. Don't try to draw too small on the paper. You have this whole paper to fill out. So try not to draw just a small little animal, maybe on the corner here. If you do, that's okay, but try to fill out the whole page right here, on this paper right here. So I have my little puppy that I have pre-drawn. And then I gotta color it. You can use markers, you can use colored pencils, crayons. For this project, I'm gonna use crayons, and I'm probably gonna have a little throwback to our 101 Dalmatian project. So I'm gonna use black to color my dog in, and red for the tongue. Let's see, this red's fine. And for the Dalmatian, again, they just have dots. And again, you can make any animal you have. It could be an imaginary animal. It doesn't have to be a cat or a dog. It could be a unicorn. It could be a dragon. It could be any kind of animal you want, real or not. But for this project right here, for my sample, I'm going to make a Dalmatian puppy. Adding my black spots. And my tongue. Let's see, make the eye black. And there's two things you can do. If you feel safe or confident in your cutting, you can line up this white paper that you have your animal on or creature and cut around it. Or you can also just cut your animal first and then trace it on the black paper and then cut it out. But I'm going to go ahead and line up my paper and cut my puppy out, at the same time as cutting my shadow out. But again, you can always cut it out first and then trace it on the black paper and cut it out. But I'm going to just save a step for this purpose of this sample, and I'm just cutting around my pup while I'm holding on to the black paper. And you can see I'm kind of holding on to both papers and cutting out the larger sections first. Then I'll get the detail areas like the paws cut out in a minute. See, almost done cutting out the shadow. In my first sample, I made a cat outside, but my cat never goes outside. But it could be indoors, it could be outdoors, it could be on another planet, it could be in the desert. You put your animal wherever you want to put it. If you want to make it more holidays for Christmas, you can add your animal near a Christmas tree, around presents. So here's my scrap paper, push to the side. And now I have my dog, my puppy, and its shadow. So now I want to make a background. With your pencil, you can make a horizon line. I think it could be indoors or outdoors. I'm gonna make mine, this one will be, I'll make it indoors. I'll put a little line in here. And maybe I'll put a big old Christmas tree. It's in the foreground, so it's really huge. And I'll have my puppy walking to the tree. The first part I'm going to glue down will be the shadow. So the shadow's going this way, that means the light's coming from behind the dog, casting a shadow on the floor. So I can get my glue. Remember, it should be flipped. So you put your shadow down, if it lines up like this, so if it flips around like this. So I'm putting my dog shadow right here. And so you put the horizon, I'll put the horizon a little bit higher up. I'm gonna put my puppy, my Dalmatian puppy on. And if you want, you can color the background first before you glue anything on. It's up to you. So I have my little pup. And I'm just attaching it where the feet go the best that I can. I'll move up the horizon line to right here. So now I'm going to color my background. I'm going to color the floor. Maybe I'll make it like a carpet. Any color you want it to be. I'm just coloring a pure, simple color. But again, you can add more layers of crayons. You can use one color and then try using the color on top of that color. For this one, I'm just doing a simple carpet that my puppy is running on. Again, it could be indoor scene, outdoor scene. And you also can combine markers, crayons, colored pencils when you're doing projects like this. It doesn't just be straight out, just one. Sometimes it actually looks kind of interesting when you use more than just one medium. A medium just means like if you're using crayon, ink, pencil, watercolor, oil paint. Or you can use multiple mediums on your paper. You can use, if you have paint at home, you can use paint. Again, you have markers, you have colored pencils. So my floor, just kept it real simple. And then I'm going to do the tree, just one color, my Christmas tree. Again, when you do your tree or what you want to do, add more details like ornaments, the star of the tree, maybe presents around the tree, lights. This is a simplified tree and living room to show you shadow and space by showing you foreground and background. Midground. So this tree would be the foreground because you can't even see the base of it, so the tree is the closest thing to you. And the next thing that's closest to you is the dog's shadow, and then it's a dog. And the furthest thing away from you is the wall. And I do one color for the background. I'll just go ahead and use maybe a peach color to keep it an orangey peach color, just to make it light enough to see the background. Just cut it really quick, but again, take your time when you're doing this. Add more details. Maybe you can have stockings in the background, or more trees, or more planets, wherever your animal's at. Add more detail. And this is my samples. Again, I did a dog and a cat, but you can do a rabbit, you can do a dragon, a unicorn. Just think about space, the shadow of the animal and your animal. And remember how your shadow goes. It's the flip image of your animal or creature. And this concludes our lesson, and I'll see you next time.